The diplomatic summit on Station Keras 9 was supposed to be humanity's greatest achievement. Representatives from 47 species gathered in the crystalline hall, their varied forms casting strange shadows under the bioluminescent ceiling. Emma Chen stood beside the refreshment table, her diplomatic insignia gleaming on her collar, watching the assembled delegates with practiced ease. The Velkari ambassador approached first, its chitinous plates clicking softly. "Ambassador Chen, we must discuss the mining rights." Before Emma could respond, a commotion erupted near the central dais. Harry Mitchell, the human security consultant, was already moving. His hand hovered near his sidearm as a figure in dark robes produced a crystalline vial, hurling it to the floor. Purple mist exploded outward. Delegates scattered, their translators shrieking warnings in a dozen languages. Emma's neural implant flashed red, biohazard detected. Around her, representatives collapsed. The Threen delegate's feathers turned gray as it crumpled. A Morse ambassador's breathing apparatus sparked and died. Harry reached Emma in 3 strides, his face grim. "Don't breathe it in." "Too late," Emma said quietly. The mist had already touched her skin, entered her lungs. She could taste it, bitter, acrid, with an underlying sweetness that reminded her of something. "Harry, get the others to safety. I'm not leaving you. That's an order." Emma's voice carried the steel that had earned her this position. She watched Harry's jaw clench, but he nodded, already coordinating evacuation protocols through his comm. The station's medical AI activated, its voice emotionless. "Universal toxin detected. Neurological agent with cardiovascular accelerant, designed to target 47 known species biological systems. Estimated time to catastrophic organ failure, 4 minutes." Emma stood alone in the clearing mist, surrounded by fallen delegates. Some twitched. Others had gone still. The attacker, a Xinthian radical she now saw, stared at her with compound eyes wide with confusion. "Why aren't you dead?" the Xinthian hissed. Emma walked to the refreshment table, her legs steady despite the poison coursing through her veins. She could feel it working. Something in her blood pressure, a tingling in her extremities, a slight acceleration of her heartbeat. But catastrophic? Hardly. She picked up a glass, filled it with water, and took a long drink. Then she turned back to the Xinthian, a slight smile on her lips. "You want to know the funny thing about humans?" Medical teams were pouring in now. Emergency response drones administering antitoxins to the fallen delegates. Harry had returned, his weapon trained on the attacker, but his eyes kept flicking to Emma. "We evolved on a death world," Emma continued, taking another sip of water. The poison's taste was fading now, metabolized by her enhanced liver. Though even a baseline human would have survived this, she knew. Every plant wanted to poison us. Every animal wanted to eat us. Every microbe tried to kill us. So we adapted. The Xinthian backed away, mandibles clicking in distress. Impossible. The formula accounted for human biology. Tested on samples from whom? Emma set down her glass, her tone conversational despite the chaos around them. Embassy workers? Scientists? Did you test it on someone from Earth's megacities, where we've built up resistance to industrial toxins? Someone from the agricultural zones exposed to pesticides? Someone from the oceanic platforms where we consume trace heavy metals daily? She stepped closer, and the Xinthian stumbled backward. "Here's what you didn't account for: human variability. We're not like your species, uniform, optimized, specialized. We're messy, adaptable. Our genetics are a chaos of mutations and resistances built up over millions of years of survival." Harry's comm crackled. Medical confirms. 23 delegates stabilized. 14 critical but responding to treatment. 0 fatalities. Emma's neural implant chimed. Her blood work results appeared in her peripheral vision. Liver function elevated, metabolizing unknown compound at accelerated rate. Kidney filtration optimal, neural pathways unaffected. The poison that should have killed her was already being broken down, categorized, added to her body's extensive library of threats survived. "But there's something else you should know," Emma said, her voice dropping. "That taste, that bitter acrid taste with the sweet finish." She smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "It reminded me of home, specifically of coffee." The Xinthian's translator stuttered, struggling with the concept. "Coffee," Emma repeated, "a beverage we drink daily, made from roasted seeds that contain a potent pesticide designed to kill insects. We consume it because we enjoy how it makes us feel. Billions of us every single day voluntarily drinking poison. She gestured around the hall, where delegates were being loaded onto medical gurneys. Your universal toxin? It tastes like a Tuesday morning to me. Security forces secured the Zynthian, reading it a list of charges that would ensure it never saw freedom again. Harry approached Emma, his scanner already analyzing her vitals. You're actually okay, he said, disbelief coloring his voice. Your heart rate's barely elevated. Told you. Emma straightened her collar, watching as the last delegates were carried away. Though I'll probably need some water. I'm getting a headache. A headache? Dehydration, most likely. That toxin had a diuretic component. She paused, considering. Actually, Harry, could you grab me something from the refreshment table? Harry raised an eyebrow but complied, returning with a steaming cup. Emma inhaled deeply, then took a long sip. Coffee, she said, her smile finally reaching her eyes. Now I really do feel like I'm home. Around them, the station's emergency protocols continued. Diplomatic channels buzzed with outrage, and 46 species began to truly understand what it meant that humanity had survived Earth long enough to reach the stars. Emma took another sip. It tasted perfect.